It's Saturday morning here and I woke up craving puff puff, so let's make it, guys. Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my puff puff. So I'm going to start, guys, by adding my flour. And then after that, I'm going to go in with my sugar and my yeast. And then after my yeast, I'm adding some nutmeg and a dash of cinnamon. Just add how much you like. I usually like my puff puff to have the nutmeg and the cinnamon smell, so I use it generously. And then I add my water, and then I just combine, just using my hands to combine all the ingredients together. So I just mix and mix, trying to get everything all in as evenly as possible. So basically, yeah, that's what you're doing. I realized there was not enough water, so I added some more. Usually when I make my puff puff, I like to add water gradually, because that way you can control the amount going in, right? I also like my puff puff just simple. Some people might use milk, but I like to stick to water. I just like to make it as simple and as original as the regular Nigerian style puff puff. So yes, I added a little bit more water because that's what it needed, and I just combined and mixed and mixed. I also like using my hand. Some people use a spoon, but when I use my hand, I can feel it and I just have better control. And yes, again, it's less things to wash. Even though I'll be washing my hands, but anyways, that doesn't count, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is me just combining, and then I covered it with like a cling film. You don't have to use a cling film, you can just go in directly with the towel or the cloth, but I like to use a cling film first, just personal preference, and then I put my cloth over it. Then I left it in a dark place, my oven, so that the yeast could rise. And this is when it had the yeast had been activated, and I just run my finger through it a little bit just to take off some of the air. And yeah, it's ready to fry. So with the hot oil in your pot or your pan, whatever, you scoop the batter in your hand and try to squeeze it through your fingers, like the space between your thumb and your index finger. So that's basically what I was doing, so that it gives it that round shape. I'm not as skilled as the the OGs of this game, the ones that are used to frying puff puff, or those that sell on the street, but I do my best. I can only do like one at a time, which is fine. If you cannot do this, to be honest, just use a spoon or like an ice cream scooper and just scoop it out, basically making it as round as possible. When you scoop the puff puff out, try not to make it too big, because it will rise at the end of the day. So I was just showing you how I scoop between my thumb, just to give it a roundish shape. So yeah, so I was just putting in more batter in my oil. One thing I forgot to mention, make sure your oil is a lot. If you don't have so much oil, reduce the size of the pan or the pot you're using, because the idea is for it to be deep fried. So when you scoop out the batter, it floats to the top eventually. That's how you even know your oil is hot and ready. But like when you scoop it in, make sure the oil is at a decent level. So then you leave it to fry until golden brown. Basically, it's to your desire. Some people like it looking very light, but to me it has to be a bit darker. I'll show you what I mean when I say that. So yeah, I'm just frying my puff puff, trying to stir it and separate the ones that were stuck together, you know. Sometimes they like to stick together. So yeah, I was just breaking that up and then I just let it fry. So my puff puff is still frying, and yeah, you just need to be patient. Fry it on low heat. Sorry, not low heat, medium heat. If you fry it on low heat, it's going to soak oil, a lot of oil. We don't want that. So now this is me just trying to flip it over. And some are so stubborn, they don't flip over and stay there. They just keep turning back. Anyways, you get the idea. So you just like flip them all over to the best of your ability. Sometimes when you're trying to flip one, the one you already flipped goes back. So you're just like, life can be this hard. Anyways, do what you need to do, and then yeah, the struggle continues to flip them all over. And yeah, this is me frying the second batch. I had fried the first batch. As you can see off to the side there, it's golden brown. It's looking very delicious and inviting. So that's the color you want. You want it to be that color. So yeah, I'm just flipping my second batch, and then I'll just wait till it's all golden brown. So yeah, it's all golden brown now. It's ready to be taken out of the fire. Don't let it be too brown, so it doesn't get burned. And don't go away when you're frying this. Don't leave the kitchen. Just stay by it because it gets brown fairly quickly. So yeah, I just took out all my puff puff from the oil, and it was ready to munch. I have to warn you guys, when you're frying this, be careful not to eat the whole batch. Because from tasting and tasting, you eat everything. Just look at that stretchy goodness. So yum. Try this recipe and let me know how it came out. Leave a comment. Please like and share my video. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe if you would love more easy and sumptuous recipes of how I cook and bake. So until the next videos, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate this. I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye now.